This is the newly reworked Murasama from the Calamity Overhaul Mod. It is no longer just a true melee weapon. It has unique attacks, limit breaks, and a whole lot more. So let's go over the leveling progression of the new Murasama. Starting at level 1, you'll need to make your way to the Underworld Dradon Lab. And within this mod, it is unlocked from the very start. So no need to defeat the Devour of Gods to use it. But to compensate, it only deals 10 damage. It has a really bad melee range, which means we'll need to defeat some bosses in order to gain upgrades to our sword. Level 1, you are able to hold right click and use the trigger key to throw the Murasama a short distance away from the cursor. Make sure these are binded in the mod control settings under key bindings. I just set mine to the default keys. To upgrade further, you'll need to pass level 2, which will require you to defeat every boss up to and including the Eye of Cthulhu. Now, along with your level 1 default ability of throwing a blade, you're now able to perform a Rising Dragon Strike, which allows you to teleport to your blade and deal a powerful burst of damage. This does have a cooldown, but will get significantly shorter as you progress through the game. The weapon at this level is pretty lacking in damage, as the number of other melee options such as the Bladecraft Oath Sword outperform it. So to upgrade this blade further, we need to go to test 5. You'll need to defeat all bosses up to and including the Slime God. Giving you another power, pressing Z will allow you to perform a downwards punch, dealing area of effect damage and launching you upwards. It consumes 2 charges, which are gained from performing Rising Dragon Strikes. The next test will be number 8, needing to progress to post Profane Guardians. This does seem like a long way away, but remember that melee stats from the Murasama do improve as you defeat more bosses. So at level 8, striking an enemy will grant your weapon 1 recharge. And this is what the bar below the icon is, and has a max capacity of 10. Once you reach max stacks at this level, you'll perform a deadly flurry of slashes, which will be sure to delete any enemy in its way. That's all for the special abilities in this current version, and if you were impressed by those MURA changes, I'm excited to also announce that the Overhaul mod has reworked a ton of existing Calamity weapons, not only visually, but refined and practical to use. Some of my favorite include the Aegis Blade, which left clicking throws an explosive fireball, and right clicking now generates a large shelter blade that will home in on targets and deal a massive area of effect damage. The Cosmic Sheath, I don't know, it just looks pretty cool. The Banshee Hook, which now has a new left click function that spawns a bunch of phantom spirits. The Tyranny's End, which feels so satisfying to use. You have a new right click function to load up a shot, and simply left click to unleash a deadly torrent of bullets. Like, you can just feel the power after every single sniper shot. Amazing stuff. And the last one I'll show you is the Phosphorescent Gauntlet. It still has the gimmicky niche use of dashing around slashing enemies for high bursts of damage, but now has a primary fire of shooting fists, and for every 6 shots, it will fist the enemy. You can tell which items are reworked by this mod by the small little red Calamity icon when you hover over a specific item. And to go with reworked existing stuff, we have a small handful of new weapons, mostly crafted in a pretty unique manner. The Omega Substance Polymerizer is an endgame crafting station, and as you can see, it opens up a sort of Minecraft crafting interface. You will want to click over here and cycle between all the current stuff that you can make. Like, for example, the Spear of Longimus, great name. It is crafted with a bunch of spears, surrounded in shadow spec bars. And even though these are endgame swords, I do have to warn you that all of them are extremely broken, such as the Heavenfall Longbow. It deals 10,000 endless damage, has a 9999 crit chance, and apart from its absurd numbers, has a special ability which will call upon bows in a circular formation that will deal upwards of 1 million damage. And if you love Calamity content, maybe check out this video here, where I spend hours inside of Calamity's version of the Get Fixed Boy seed. It is complete torture.